Ashley, did you get emotional when you were doing the ending for Tiny Tina's, I never remember the name because I just think of it as
the D&D. Yeah, it's a long title. Yes, I did actually. I had to stop because I started crying.
I thought that was a really good ending.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
5 minutes?
Whatever you want to do that. We're out of questions.
Oh, we're out of questions? This guy has a question. This guy has a question. This guy right here.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't know any of your names. Tiny Tina. You're awesome.
Thank you.
Quick question. I was playing Borderlands the other day, and my friend, he was like, apparently a bunch of people think that Tiny Tina came off as like racist. Have you heard about this?
Yes, I have heard about it.
Well, I was just wondering what your thoughts are on that.
There was a whole, there's a whole thing on Twitter that happened where someone tweeted at Anthony and said that he thought like Tiny Tina was racist. My thought about it is that she kind of represents like a culture of people, not a race. Like she's more of just like that type of like weird amalgamation of like pop culture and like all this different stuff. So that's how I see her. I mean, there was a whole situation, and it's all on Twitter. I'm sure there are articles and stuff if you guys want to read about it. But yeah.
Yeah, that's how I think about it too. I just kind of thought it was weird. I just wondering what you thought about it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Just because if anybody knew Anthony, he's the writer, the least offensive or racist person you could ever meet in your life.
Yeah.
So to possibly imagine that he'd write any kind of thing that even mildly would hint at racism is ridiculous. So.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, Anthony.
I don't have a question, but I showed Ashley this yesterday. I have a Borderlands 2 base tattoo on my arm. I'm wondering whether or not you'd like to see it.
It's in a tasteful place.
He's
not gonna drop trout.
Yeah, love it.
So zero.
I am going to strip this off.
Awesome. Yeah.
That's why I asked the question about that. This is a banner from one of the songs.
That's awesome, man. If anybody does stuff like this, send it into our office. That's some of our favorite things to see. Yeah, we get like people marriage proposals based on Borderlands. It's just awesome. Everybody loves it.
I forgot to ask this while I was up here, but for Adam, with such lively characters such as Moxie and Tiny Tina, who have such large personalities in themselves, what's the best way you do to flush that out when you're creating the character with all the little intricate details that you do? What's the best way that you can find to actually flush out and bring the character's personality on their screen, basically?
Yeah, it's usually a lot to do with the bio. I try to imagine as a real person what these people would actually be like, and we like everything to be kind of on the surface, so it's an obvious giveaway. We're not usually too subtle with anything we do in Borderlands. So like any character, I mean, you can tell immediately who Tiny Tina is the second you see her. I mean, she's same with Moxie too. There's no doubt about the characters there. I'm trying to put as much of that to the viewer immediately, so even if they didn't say anything, you'd get a good idea of who they were. And then we just kind of, we love them, and so then everything we try and do with them after that is just trying to make them likable or dislikable depending on the character. People that we'd want to know or be involved with ourselves, I guess.
Great, thank you.
All right, guys, thanks for coming.